why don't we give him something to read?
Hi, I'm Jade.
I'm Annabelle.
Welcome to our show. Well, hiya.
Hello.
I'm so excited for today.
I'm a little bit excited for today.
Today, we're going to be talking about Lila Sage's Done and Dusted from her book series, Rebel Blue Ranch. It is a cowboy smut book.
But you know what?
What?
Before we get too into it, it wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be honest.
I will have something to say about that.
I can't wait. Let's start with some easy questions.
Okay.
What were your first impressions of the setting and the small town atmosphere?
First of all, I love a small town.
Same.
Every Hallmark movie, small town.
I mean, exactly.
And a ranch. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not a cowboy girl, but I would love to live on a ranch.
I mean, oh my gosh, yes.
How beautiful.
Right? So my husband is not from Wyoming, but he lived in Wyoming for a really long time. And so I've actually happened to visit there myself to a small town. It's beautiful, but like I don't think I could ever live there
Yeah.
because it's nothing but open land.
Yeah.
What is that? What is our national anthem? Where the deer and the
Oh, yeah.
antelope graze. Literally, the first time we went out there and I saw antelope, I was like, "What the fuck is that? That belongs out in Africa."
You're Africa. You're like, what is this open land
Yeah.
that hasn't been stolen and destroyed, burnt down, and buildings built on it? Ew.
And let me tell you, maybe it's because my experiences going out to Wyoming. I think I went out there with him maybe like 2 or 3 times.
Mhm.
The first time we went, it was for Christmas, and it snowed so much. And he and I were just dating for like maybe 3 or 4 months at this point. Haven't
Oh,
even
no.
known each other that long. 13 hours back home from Wyoming to Nebraska
Oh,
on the
no.
other side of Nebraska.
Yeah. Driving in
the
snow?
in his small little car.
Are you comfortable enough to complain about his driving?
Hell no. I was gripping everything around me, like praying. I'm like, we should just stop at a hotel. Of course, we're newly dating, so we
Yeah.
haven't done any.
Yeah.
There's no smutty novel here.
Yeah.
And so I think he was too shy to share
Oh, a bed?
a bed.
Oh, that's sweet.
There
That's
was there was no one bed.
Oh, yeah. Hi, we're checking in for 2 beds. I'm sorry, we've only got 1.
Oh my gosh, it could have been my romance story. And he
know.
totally was too shy for it.
That's so cute.
But the mountains are beautiful. Did the romance hook you right away, or was it a slow burn?
I feel like it was right away because he was more aware of his feelings from the get-go. I mean, she even says when she was a kid, she was like, "Oh, he's so cute,"
Yeah.
never thinking anything because he was older than her. They're both adults, let's just clarify that right now.
Right off the bat, they're
Yeah.
mid-20s,
Yeah.
30s.
And so, I thought I didn't think it was a slow burn. I thought it felt realistic to me in the context of this story.
Yeah, I would say because this book is not thick, boys and girls.
No.
It's a pretty short book.
Yeah, it ain't no
was-
fantasy story. Yeah, I
No,
thought it was
300 and some odd pages in, and,
and
they
then
still
they're
haven't
like,
touched.
they might kiss. Or they
They
might
looked each other
hold
across
yeah.
the room.
Yeah, I did like that this one it had a good story, which I liked.
What tropes stood out to you the most? Did they work or were they overdone?
Here's me. I honestly was clueless. I was just reading the story. I was like, love this.
You're like, here for the vibes.
Yeah. Legit here for the vibes.
Here's the thing. I don't know what it is in movies and in books. The fucking dead or left me behind mothers club. 4 bad mothers in this goddamn book.
Was there 4?
Okay, so you got Luke's mother
Yes.
who abandoned him.
Yeah.
We've got, dead mother from Teddy.
Oh, that's
Dead
right.
mother
that's
from
right.
Emmy.
And one more?
Oh, I was thinking of the next book. Okay, because
Oh.
there's 4 books in this series.
Oh, yes.
Don't worry, we've got plenty of
she's-
mommy's issues coming up.
She's already on book 3.
Then there's the my best friend's sister trope.
True.
I think what you'll discover, because like I am 3 books in, and what you'll discover if you keep going is that each book is a trope. Just the same as
Oh.
Bridgerton. that's all
Oh,
Bridgerton is too. It's a type of trope. Enemies to
mhm.
lover, best friends to lover. This
Yeah,
one is best friend's sister.
sister.
Um,
And that's a pretty hardcore trope because that's
it
literally
is. I think this is the first time I actually like really read a best friend's
mhm.
sibling.
That's off limits.
Yeah, that's like a huge no-no.
Mhm.
And so there was a lot of like back and forth on Luke's part
Yeah.
with that. And so I don't
Well, it's not just best friends, it's that his family life was so bad that
he
the
grew
the
up.
family took him in,
Yeah.
and he was, like, right there in between, the 2
Yeah.
brothers, Wes and Gus,
I like how
age-wise.
the author, Lila Sage kinda tried to keep that really separate though, like, growing up, he never looked at the sister, never
Yeah, yeah.
they would make fun of each other, they would tease each other,
Mhm.
but then she went away, and
It wasn't like he was
yeah, so it's not like he was
thinking about her.
yearning
Yeah,
for her
yeah,
the entire time, she just happened to walk back into his bar, and he
yeah,
was like,
which makes sense
"Wow,
because
she's hot,"
the
and then was
last
like,
time he saw her
"Holy shit!" Like, that's my best friend's sister.
sister, yeah.
Done. Don't look at her
Stop
anymore.
doing it.
Yeah. Would you describe this as a comfort read or just a casual one-time read?
It shouldn't be shocking, that's just a casual one-time read for me.
Yeah, that's what I put too. I mean, it was cute.
It was cute, but comfort?
I wouldn't say like, "Oh, I need to just pick up something easy and quick to read," which this was. This
Yes,
was an
100%.
amazing, quick,
I read
easy
it
read.
in probably, like, 4 hours.
Yeah, it was so easy
Yeah.
to get through, but I wouldn't call it like a religious comeback.
Yep. Yeah, and my a comfort read for me is, like, 1,000 pages, and
Yeah, we
I
have
I
vastly
better I
different.
I better be crying and laughing and everything happening.
Let's talk about their chemistries. We basically start off with she's breaking up with her boyfriend, goes back to her small town. She's not even looking like she just literally broke up with somebody. She's not even looking for anything and then comes back. So to me, it was so rushed.
Okay, so here's the difference between Jade and I. So she's saying that she just left somebody, it felt rushed because 'cause we're talking about the chemistry. But to me, it boils down to this. She's a barrel racer. She got hurt very badly. So she's too scared, panic attacks and all that kind of stuff. She's terrified of getting back on a horse, just getting on, even like brushing the horse. So she comes back home. So she's in this emotional state. Like at one point, even says something about not caring about the guy she broke up with.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's more about her internal, how she feels about herself, which is what creates the chemistry because of how he makes her feel
Yeah.
after. I still have to wait for one more question before I can get to the smut.
We can get into it. It's just the next question.
The relationship, but here's the smut thing. The first thing you said was, "Wasn't as much smut as I thought." I swear to you. So,
I'm holding my breath, people.
per tradition, just skipped all the smut.
That's fucking crazy. Woman, there was 2 scenes.
There was 2 scenes of smut. I skipped them. But the best part is that I said to my husband, "I'm this percentage into the book." And I said, "But you wanna know something crazy? There was a smut scene. Let me count how many pages I skipped. 10 pages. 10.
Girl.
10. Boy, if it's gonna take you 10 pages to get me there, I am moving on. 10 pages. So the first, I think that might have been the second one because I did kind of read the first one, but because they're all the same, like
It's true.
there were moments that I actually did notate because uh there was one where he grabs her throat and brings her in and I put yes sir.
See, oh my gosh.
And then there was, their relationship actually, I'm gonna throw these in here because
Yeah,
I thought they were really funny. So they see each other at the bar, he harasses her, which was, like,
of course.
traditional,
That's what
what they
yes.
did, yeah, and she's already like, "Oh, I know it's this jerk, Luke."
Yes.
So
She
it's
could
Luke
feel his
Brooks.
eyes on her.
Yeah. So she's not, like, there thinking I'm gonna like him, and so I thought it was hilarious when he said hi to her, and then she's talking, and she shot him finger guns. And then she's thinking about, like, what an idiot she
Yeah.
is. And I put humiliating. And then I thought this was really funny too. So again, it's still like she has a crush on him.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what he thinks, but he shows up at her house because her alarm doesn't go off or something. She opens the door and she had just rolled out of bed. I think it was
Oh
their
my
first night.
gosh, yes.
And it was so funny. She says, I couldn't even say good morning to him now because my nipples beat me to it. I thought that was so funny. And then back to like the thing, like the hand in the throat. Then there was one part where she's looking at him and it said veins running down his forearms, and I put say
Oh.
less. So I did get some like stuff from it, but I'm more of a like that kind of stuff. Like I don't need the down and dirty nitty gritty or like they always have them say things to each other
Yeah. Yeah.
and like yeah that's fine but I really liked the story aspect of it.
Sure.
It had to do with emotions and coming back from something and
Yeah.
all that stuff. And I think part of it has to do with my relationship with my husband
Mm,
because before I met him, there was no safety for me.
mm,
And then I feel like since we've been together, which is going to be 18 years, he's my safe space. And this is literally what Luke is for her. And
mhm.
that's what I connected with.
Okay, so the smut happens later in the freaking books. And then I will say I did feel like it happened every chapter after because this book was so short and because it happened so much later.
And also,
And
they're
and
really
there
attracted to each other.
yeah, and the story was good enough. And so like here, there were things that I liked and that I hated.
Ooh.
Liked that they happened quickly. I did get hot reading them.
Mhm.
Like they went right into them. I don't like in any smut books. He's so big. I hate
I
that.
know. I think
It's
that's too overdone.
and then this is another one. I can't come like that.
Oh,
And
yes.
then oh, all of a sudden she can because of this one guy.
I recently read another book like that.
And this is my favorite. Oh, let it be said, I crack myself up. I think I'm fucking hilarious. I wrote, they did it like 5 times in one night. I didn't realize this was a fantasy book.
Oh, I wish I could say something about that, but my
I
mom and my sister will listen to this, so I will say nothing.
And then I don't know why it bothers me so much. I think it's because, like, I don't put myself into these fantasy books
Mhm.
and I don't think, oh, that's not realistic or something.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
obviously you're so big, that's already taken me out of the
Yeah.
realistic aspects of it.
Like, I don't see why that's needed when
Yes,
when literally, like, I've seen a gazillion reels of women laughing at like, they'll
yes,
hold a bottle, they'll be reading the book, and then they'll pick up their water bottle and be like,
yeah.
yeah,
Even my coffee, it's huge and I
yeah,
can't wrap my fingers
yeah,
around it.
that's ridiculous."
And I'm like, he ain't Benny. That's not what's happening. But I don't like
I
it. So
agree.
they talked about the STDs and the magically having the IUD. I
And no,
hate
not
that.
just that, she just went to the doctor and was tested.
Yes.
So, first of all, it's like watching any movie you watch with romance, right?
Right.
They have this great night, wake up in the morning, do it again. I'm like, "Sir, go brush your teeth, get some deodorant on,
Take a shower.
take a shower, come back and see me." So, you are like
Yeah, they went on in the morning. You did it 5 times that night.
and then in the morning
And then in
again,
the
yeah.
morning, kept going.
And not to mention that not that he was, like, sleeping with everyone, but he slept around. It's
Yeah, he
not
was
like
a man whore.
he had been celibate for 5 years and was
No.
like, "Finally." And hello, he's in his 30s. Shut up. I mean, come on.
He was taking Viagra that night.
Yeah. So, like, I could see that. I just wish that yeah. So I'm not anti-smut. I am so open with everything and
Yeah.
I don't ever like nothing embarrasses me. It's more like
It can be too long and it can be too much.
yeah, and sometimes like you said, there's certain things that take you out of it because you could be
Yes.
like, wow, this is really great. I really love this scene. And then they say something stupid and then it's like, well, I should have just skimmed it anyway. But yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty funny. Those are two that you see a lot in books. I've never been able to come that way, and he was so big, like,
Oh my god, get
I
out
could
of
tell
here.
through his pants,
Yeah.
and then when he took it out, like,
It's wrong, it hit me in the face.
girl.
Like,
Oh
oh
my
shit, there are
god.
other ways you can say that. It's very porny to me.
Yeah,
And as women, we don't need that.
yeah,
There are like she could have just said, "Oh my gosh, I you know, he touched every part of me."
yeah, or so
Like
yeah, no,
something
I get
much
it.
more romantic than "You're so big."
Yeah,
No
because
man's reading this. Who the fuck cares
yeah,
about
who are
him?
you trying to impress? But also, there are books that are like, if you want smut that's just pure, like, literally every page
Oh,
is
yeah.
sex, they have books like that.
Yes, they do. Every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Can't wrap my hand. Put
Yeah.
it in my mouth.
Yep.
Put it filled every orifice with their tentacle hands. There's stuff out there for everyone, and I want that for you.
Yeah.
But
But,
not
like,
my cowboy smut.
yeah.
Keep it PG-13.
Not my little cowboy.
Not my little cowboy.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's too much.
But this book was pretty emotional, I
Yeah.
would say. I was a little bit surprised. So basically, what brings Emmy back to Meadowlark was that something had happened while training at her job.
It had
And
to do with falling off the horse
yeah, but
into a
essentially
post
she
or
fell
something.
off the horse. And so she had uh PTSD from it, I would say,
Let's say this, though. Remember, her mom fell off a horse, hit her
and
head on a rock,
died.
and died. So
Yes.
there's
Yes. So
that.
she had PTSD, but then she had like OCD, I want to say. Didn't she? She had something else.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't remember.
ADHD.
Oh, that's right.
So what you'll discover again if you read through the books is that each writer
Oh.
has some sort of something. And so hers was ADHD. She hyperfixated on stuff. She
Mhm.
spiraled. She closed in. So she comes home, doesn't tell anybody what happened to her. She's just home for a short visit that turns obviously
Yeah.
into a long visit, which the
But
dad and almost everybody knew.
yeah, but the long visit isn't because of Luke, though. It still stems back to she realizes
Yes.
that the life she had as this racer
Yep.
is coming to an end. Like, she even
Yeah.
says at one point,
She's like,
"I'm the oldest racer
racer.
at this point."
Mhm, mhm, and
So
she was afraid to get back on the horse, so, like,
mhm.
her last race, she wanted that, she wanted to be able
Yeah.
to do that, but she couldn't, she physically couldn't get on the horse, and so that played hugely in this book between her and Luke and what brought them together,
Mhm.
and I thought the emotional moments weren't super great. I feel like she got over her trauma very quickly.
Well, again, short book, though.
Exactly, exactly.
I love that he was her safe space.
Yeah,
Nobody else got her back on a horse, and he took the time to do it at her pace,
yeah.
and it's not just that, his presence helped her.
That's exactly well, and her presence helped him
Yes,
because
yes.
so he grew up shit home life. Basically, his mother just got knocked up by this dude. The dude didn't want anything to do with his son
With Luke.
and abandoned him. And so, Luke grew up hating his dad, but then his dad died and left Luke his business, his
Yeah.
his bar and his house.
But
And
he
like
wasn't like, "Yeah, I have a business."
yeah, he was
He
like, "Do I burn this
"What do
place
I
to the
do?" Yep.
ground or do I make it my own?" And so he
And that's where
grappled.
the small town comes in,
Yeah,
because it was the place that everyone went to, and he
yeah,
felt responsible
to keep it
to keep it going.
going. Yes. And, making it his own and not seeing his father at every turn. But then his mother remarried and had kids with this new stepdad. Well, the stepdad hates Luke. And so his sons hate Luke.
And he
And
wasn't,
so
like, allowed to go over.
yeah, exactly. So he ends up not speaking to his mother until like the very end of this book. There's a moment where the mom calls and says, "My husband hasn't come back. I need you." And I hated that.
You hated that he went to
I
her.
hated that he went to her. One, because it's very, let's hope my mother in law never listens to this podcast. It's very
Mine
much
can.
what my mother in law would do, which is only call when you fucking need something from them.
Yeah. I think
You're telling me all these years that he hasn't spoken to you because your husband wouldn't allow him to come
yeah.
over, wouldn't allow you to speak, and your sons didn't like their half brother.
And even though he hates the guy and he's like, "I'm glad he's gone, but I'm not gonna tell my mom that," he still goes
Yes,
over
he still goes
and to
over
be there,
and
yeah.
supports her,
I
and
am a staunch believer, as you know, in if somebody's not good in your life, it does not matter who they are.
nope,
They're gone.
you can cut them out of your life.
Yeah. Family,
And you can
friends.
also bring them back into your life. You
Yeah.
would know this better than anyone. You're
Mhm.
allowed to cut them out till you can both come to a point where you can talk and agree or disagree about
Mhm.
whatever happened and then make it work. But to just come back when you need something of them,
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the book, they do make it sound like the mothers did keep in touch, but the husband did come back.
Yep.
So to me, no.
Oh, and they even make up it was a very minor thing, but it was the guy had turned off his tracking on
Yeah.
his truck because he was a truck driver conveniently for a certain amount of time and then turned it back on. So it's kinda letting you know that that was kind of a pointless thing in the story because
It
it really
so
had nothing to
was.
do. But
I think they didn't need it at all, and so for that emotional, moment, it didn't hit me at all. I
mhm.
was mad. I was mad, mad.
Oh, yeah, you were like, "I can't believe he'd run to her."
I don't think they needed that at all.
But also I think that that could stem from there's 2 things that could happen. 1, you make the choice where you're like, "This isn't good for me, I'm out."
Mhm.
Or you're like, "I wish you wanted me enough to keep me in your life," right?
Yeah.
Which is, I think, Luke's version of his relationship with his mom compared to him cutting her out and then, so I can see where somebody who feels that way would run back.
Mhm.
But yeah, I agree. That was, ugh.
Yeah, I think there were plot points that felt unnecessary or filler. That was one of them for me.
Oh, wanna know what I put?
Hmm.
I put not and you know this
Oh
because 'cause I've said
god.
it. I put not unnecessary, but they threw Gus and Teddy in your face, and they aren't even the next book. I swear to you, I heard more about this guy and this girl.
Okay, I will say I love that because it kept me wanting to go back for more.
Yeah.
It
I was
wasn't
thinking that might be
necessarily
it.
that I feel like they were throwing them in my face. I just could see every single person who was gonna come up next in the books because she has 4, and so we start with Emmy, the youngest daughter. Then you get introduced to all these people, and the way she wrote them was like, "Oh, it's gonna be yes, Gus and Teddy.
I
It's
mean,
obvious.
they
It
kept
could
saying
not
how much
be
they didn't
more."
get along.
And then, yes, Teddy to Wes goes, "Oh, I know a person.
Mhm.
Let me hook you up. It's set up."
It's set up, but that's literally all that was said. Her name is Ada,
Yes,
and, she's an
doesn't
interior
matter.
designer.
It's set up.
That's it. That's all we hear.
Okay, now tell me what you thought of this because I am so excited about it and you wouldn't know. Cam, do you think Cam is going to be in the book series or who do you think it's going to be? So we have 4 books, but we only have 3 writers, right? We got Emmy, this one, Wes, the next one, August, the third one. So who's going to be the fourth one? Because we talk about Cam, who is Gus's baby mommy. They're friends, remember?
Oh,
And she's
she's
engaged.
engaged.
So do we
Yeah.
get that story? We don't hear anything about the fiance in the first one.
No,
So
he's
who is gonna be the
very
fourth one?
pushed away.
Or is it gonna be
The dad?
Daddy?
Yeah.
Daddy Warbucks?
I don't know if it's gonna be him because isn't he 80?
Yeah, but remember I said that he had a great love story?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we don't know who it's gonna be about. I do,
You
but you
do.
don't.
I don't. But this book, I would say,
They
does
line
make me
everyone up.
yeah, they do. But I it does make me wanna read the rest just to see, like well, we'll see how I do. I'm gonna read book 2. This is off the podcast, but, um and if I like the story as much as I did the first one, then I would read the 3rd.
I will say it's aging like fine wine. I've liked it as it has
Oh,
gone on. But
good.
I will say that they'll probably be for each of them. And it's probably just because of the way I am. I feel like there is unnecessary plot points. And in this
Oh,
first one, there was a lot more than I would have liked. For sure.
unnecessary plot stuff?
Yes.
I don't think so, because like, you had to know about his relationship with his mom to know his trauma.
I don't think you needed to. And I don't think you needed that extra little oomph that you got there in that end. I don't think you needed her little trauma shit that happened with her and all of that. And
Yeah,
because there's like that whole first chapter on her is just about how she never thought she'd go back to Meadowlark. I thought I'd leave and see the whole world, and
that's
here
the
it was
plot of
a whole chapter.
but that's the literal plot of every romance.
I know they gotta have some sort of fucking
Like, I
trauma.
never wanted to stay in my little town, but let me move back,
Yeah.
leave this big ass job that I've got.
Yeah,
And
this is basically a Hallmark
yeah,
book.
probably why I liked it so much.
Were there any character decisions that made you go, "Girl, why?"
None.
None?
No, I thought it went perfect. What are you gonna say? I'm probably gonna be like, oh yeah.
Let's give it up for the Post-it note breakup. What the fuck was the point of that? I'm still furious over
Uh,
it. I'm still so mad. I feel bad for her ex.
I'm actually surprised for the way you've ended certain things that you are upset about a post-it note.
I was 2 hours late to a breakup because I overslept.
I mean,
I still did,
that's the
and I
same,
still broke up with him because he waited.
but
First of all, what an
that's
idiot.
crazy. Yeah, that he
Why
waited.
did you wait? Also, second of all, he hadn't known it was coming. Why would I say, "Let's meet before I have to go to work?" Because I worked
Yeah,
overnight at this point in my
that's
life.
so funny because but it's the same thing. The way you handled it was like, I could really care less. And she also handled it like, I can see her because she is going through trauma. So she's like, you're the least of my problems, bro. And so but yeah, I
A
get it.
Post-it note. A Post-it note, though. You couldn't and she also, why bring it up multiple times in the story? It wasn't so, like, she leaves, breaks up with him. Then later she talks about how he was a city guy. First of all, excuse me, I'm a city girl. What you got about us city guys? Because
Yeah.
you're a small ho-bonky donkey in the middle of fucking Wyoming.
You're like,
I'm mad at you now, Emmy. Oh, I'm gonna eat it.
you're like, I loved her, then I hated her, then I loved her again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I do get like the breakup,
And he
story.
calls.
He didn't need to come. Yeah. There was no reason for him to come up because he had nothing to do with the story.
Yeah, he calls her at some point in
Yeah.
the book, and she
And
doesn't
she feels
answer.
guilty that she didn't answer.
Yeah, but, like, nothing comes of it. She still
Nothing.
never calls him back.
Yep.
What was the girl, why?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that was my girl, why. And then so we've made it through this whole book,
Hmm.
got what we needed out of it. There was an epilogue. What did you think of it?
I put, was there? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
What do you mean, was there? Yeah, was there? Yeah, good. Never
What
mind. I agree.
Wait, what was it? Tell me. Maybe I didn't realize it was the epilogue. I was
It was
just
the
reading.
very last chapter. It said epilogue on the very
I didn't. I'm just like, read, 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 read.
and it says, like, I don't know, there were so many months later. To me, it just existed for vibes. It was literally, you know what? You probably skipped it because it was a sex scene. It was like a quickie. Literally, it was a quickie and a little snippet of what their future looked like.
Oh, what did it look like?
Oh, he asked her to move in with her. He like slid a metal thing across the table, and in your mind,
It was the key.
yeah.
Yes.
You solved the mystery.
Oh, I just hit my mic. I thought, because I
You
was like, oh,
probably
they made you think it was a ring.
You probably skipped through the beginning because of the smut.
I must have just totally ignored. Yeah, I have a feeling I did. And then I was like, where's the first part where they just talk?
Yeah, and then they get a little snippet of the teacher. I didn't think it was necessary. I think they could have just counted it as a chapter or totally left it out of it.
Yeah, it wasn't much of an epilogue.
Yeah, because
Like an epilogue would have been like 5 years down the road.
yeah,
She's pregnant. They've got 2 other
exactly.
kids, whatever.
Exactly. This was literally just a couple months later, and just a quickie in real life and quickie in sex.
Yeah.
Let's take some hot takes and opinions. So, what was your most controversial opinion on this book? Did you have one? I can't wait.
It didn't need any of the sex.
You're like, this whole point of this book was smut, and it could have.
Honestly, it was a perfectly fine book without it.
You know what? I would agree with that. It was a very good book without it. I put overprotective brothers are creepy. So in this book, she's got 2 older brothers. Wes, who's the middle child, and then Gus, who's the older child.
Yes.
Wes is a kind, loving, sweet boy.
Yeah. He's
He just
protective, but not like in a
yeah,
violent way.
he's protective in an emotional way. He
Yeah.
wants to always make sure that they're happy and safe. And then there's Gus, who's the eldest brother and the best friend to Luke.
Yes.
And he's the use violence kind of
I will. And he
protective
does
brother.
actually.
And like so Teddy is Emmy's best friend and
Mhm.
the what you assume is going to be the love interest for Gus.
Yeah.
And he hates her and she
Yes.
hates him because he thinks that she's way too outrageous, way too
Yeah. He doesn't want
much.
her around his
Yeah,
sister.
a bad influence
Yeah.
essentially. And the way it was being played in this book for this first one, it kind of reminds me of Bridgerton again.
Yeah.
That Anthony to Daphne type thing. Way too protective, way too
Yeah.
involved.
Oh,
And
I thought was it
overprotective
Anthony?
brothers to me come off fucking creepy.
I don't think they're creepy, but I did think Anthony to Benedict about being with the girl. I was like, I did not expect his character to be like, you cannot be with this girl. Like, that was crazy. I think protective older brothers are good. They're always portrayed the same way in books
Always.
and movies.
Always.
But I do think that there are protective brothers in a calm way.
Like Wes. Like Wes
Yeah.
was. I think they're creepy and I don't like them and I didn't really like him in this one. So give it to me. What did you end up rating it?
3.5.
Oh. How is it fucking possible you still rated it higher than me?
The fuck?
I only gave it 3.
Okay, well, it's only 0.5. That's not terrible. I gave it a 3.5 because it's a great little story, blah blah blah. But again, it's short, it's quick. It's more like a palate cleanser for me.
For sure. For sure for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 stars because there was too much filler for me.
Mhm.
There was I don't know. It happened so quickly.
Mhm.
I guess I do like a thicker book. It never occurred to me that I would like a thicker romance book. I want either more smut or no smut.
Or no. Pick
There's
one.
there's no in the middle, and this was in the middle, and so I gave it a middle rating at 3 out of 5 stars.
Also, although you do like a variety of romance and smut, you are a fantasy girl, so I think that
Yeah.
those play differently.
I have never read a cowboy smut before this one.
Oh, okay.
Never.
I
One,
don't
because
know if I
cowboys, fuck them.
Yeah, I'm not like for me,
I
it's
married a cowboy,
yeah.
and I can barely stand it when I see pictures of him with his cowboy hat on.
You're
Oh my god, I'm like, ugh.
You're like, "No, no, thank
I
you."
turned you into the perfect city boy, even though he still longs for his stupid fucking truck. Still longs for his open land and acreage.
He'll get it one
Still,
day.
I
He'll
could
get
go
it.
listen to his country music, but not in the presence of me.
Yeah.
Or me. No one's allowed to listen to country music
There
except
was
for
one
him
oh my gosh.
alone.
There was one where he's like, he's in his bar, the band was late, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta get going, whatever." And then it said something like, "There ain't nothing that an Alan Jackson song on the juke," and I put, "Wrong. There ain't nothing that an Alan Jackson song on the jukebox can't cure." Like, boy,
Oh my gosh. Let's talk quick. Let's talk about some other things. I never read a country smut. And this is so country because they're fucking in a truck.
oh,
And I thought that because my husband also got it on in the middle of Wyoming. I'm like, oh God.
he's like, those memories.
Oh man. She thinks my tractor's sexy.
Yeah. Get on my tractor.
Would you read the next book in the series?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to read them all. Like I said, this one gave so much in the next setups of what you know is coming.
Mhm.
And I like that. My anxiety prone person is like, oh,
Now you have to know.
Ada and Wes are going to come. Gus and Teddy are going to come.
Mhm.
Who's the final book?
Yeah.
I know now that I've read the second book, but I'm so excited. I can't wait. So I'm going to read them all.
I've got the second one, so we'll see how I feel if I'm going to read
Yeah.
more.
And they're each a trope. They're each a
Yeah.
trope. I put, and the tropes have a lot to do with it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm very excited for you to keep reading it with me, and we'll have to bring up little snippets.
I might have to just straight commit to 3 because I gotta know what's going on with Teddy. Like, just it better be the best book in the series. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is it feels like it to me. All right, let's get some fun ones. If this book were a movie, who would you cast as the main couple?
Okay, so I never do this,
I know, and I'm so excited because you did.
So I am really proud for the girl,
Okay, tell me the girl then.
Daisy Edgar Jones.
I love her. That's a good
I
pick. I
think
do
she'd
know
be
her.
good. Yeah, I think she'd be good. When I imagine like the ponytail and everything, I think
Yes.
she'd be great.
Yes.
This one, I'm not sure about. Cowboy vibes. Paul Mescal.
Oh, yes.
Because although he would have to have an American accent, and I know he's not like
So did you watch Normal People?
I have not seen it. I heard
Girl,
he's really good at that. But what I think
they're
is
both
that
in it. Did you know that?
no,
They are love interests in that.
oh, now I gotta watch it.
Girl, you slugged into people that you didn't even know were
No, but what I like about him is I think he can play emotionally really well in this.
Oh, 1000%, especially after you see Hamnet.
Hamnet, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm so proud of myself.
I'm so proud of you too, but then you picked two people that are love interests in this show.
I
without
know.
knowing.
So that should tell you the genius of my brain.
Yeah.
Come
You
on.
should be a casting director.
Yeah, I should.
Honestly. All right. I don't know if you will know who this is.
Okay.
So I picked Brandon Flinner. I'm not sure.
Wait, he's in that he was a housewife.
And it ends with us.
I love him.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yes, he is so good.
thought he would be
He
so.
would look like a cow. He already
Yes.
looks like a
He
cowboy.
already does. I think he plays in a cowboy show of some sort. I
Love
can't
it.
remember. But
Okay,
yes,
yeah,
I thought
that
he
was a
would
great
make
one.
a really good one. And then for the girl, you probably don't know her. Have you Adeline Kane? She plays in Rain, and that's pretty much it. She's played in a couple of other things.
Oh, I hate that show got canceled.
I do too. I loved it.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
like her
God.
a lot.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the queen.
She
And,
would be good.
oh my gosh, she absolutely could, and I think she would. I think she would do super great. So
I
I think this series, like this book series, would make a great
yeah.
Hallmark movie series.
Yeah, I would. I think Hallmark is a little light on the emotional stuff because
Everything has to be super happy dappy.
yeah.
All
I
right, so
mean,
Netflix then. How's that?
yeah.
What drink and snack perfectly matches this read?
Jerky and beer.
Legit. I put whiskey and mashed potatoes.
Oh, whiskey. Jerky and whiskey would have been better. Yeah. I don't know about mashed potatoes, but I guess when you think about
well,
like
'cause
camping.
in the series,
Yeah.
it's her favorite, and she's not vegetarian, I didn't think, but she didn't eat a lot of meat or red meat.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
right.
mashed potatoes were her favorite.
She wouldn't eat jerky.
And her nickname was Spud.
That's true.
And so I thought whiskey
That's perfect.
and mashed potatoes would be a perfect snack for this. And what other books or shows did this remind you of? Do you have any recommendations for anybody else?
So he likes to cut his t-shirts, like the sleeves and stuff.
Oh
and
my
we all
God,
can
the
imagine
muscle
that. Yeah.
tees.
And so when she was describing in one scene his shirts or something, I immediately thought of Footloose.
Oh, yes.
But I'm talking about the newer one,
Oh,
the
no.
Footloose where they cut their shirt. Like it's just it really it could be all of them, but Footloose is literally what I imagine. So just imagine less dancing, but that's what I imagine the small town,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
vibes.
All right. That's legit. There's a show that I watched growing up called Wildfire. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's on Netflix right now. And it's just it instantly made me think of that show when I was reading this because it's about a girl who got in a lot of trouble, goes to work at like this farm as a farmhand, and she falls in love with a horse and rides, and there's,
Oh,
brothers involved.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
But
You're
this
like
is
brothers.
this is a teeny romance though, so don't think
Okay.
it's anything crazy.
Okay. It's like a young adult
Again,
show.
I grew up on it, so
So it couldn't have been too spicy. Look at us. We did a romance with smut, and although granted I skipped the smut, I got something out of it because I really thought it was a good story, and I really hope you make good choices like this one in the future when you pick the rest of the books that you're picking.
You know what? I don't think I have too many more smut books I picked in
Oh,
the coming
That's
in the
right.
coming
It's
year.
fantasy.
You're like, it's worse.
It's actually going to go downhill from here. So But yeah, I'm excited. I thought that was a good book. I'm excited to read the next one. Nobody will know what we think unless they follow us because we do post it on our personal Instagram pages.
Yes. Give
Give
them
them
some
something
too.
to Annabelle and give them something to Jade. So you can follow along and see what we think of the other
Yeah, what
3
we
books.
decided if they were worth going or not.
100%. Well, thank you for this gift you've given me
Yeah, thank you for joining me on it. Because you have to finish it,
because
unlike me.
yeah. Just everyone, please remember. I think we should keep track of how many things she doesn't finish. I should get there's no participation prizes, so I should just get like the trophy at the end for literally getting through everything. And I know I've seen some of the choices, and I'm really gonna have to dig
Dig.
deep into my soul and be like, okay, this 500-page fantasy. Hopefully, though, it has like 100 pages of sex, so I can just
Yeah, you
like
could just yeah, you
if
were like 10 pages in this 300-page book.
that was insane to me. 10 pages.
It won't be. You're gonna have
It'll
to
be
read.
well,
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
can't wait to talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.